everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. Today it is Friday, it's rainy, it's miserable, I'm tired, so the vibe is going to be chilled out. We're going to just move through a full body stretch, open up, create some space, create some focus, and hopefully just leave us feeling calm, relaxed, and overall feeling good. So we're going to start kneeling. Now I'm set up on a block into kind of this modified hero's pose. So I really like sitting like this. If you need to, you can have 2 blocks, maybe a bolster. If you don't want a block at all, that's great. If this pose doesn't work for you, just sit in any comfortable position. Find somewhere with a nice tall spine. Let the shoulders soften. Let your hands just rest onto the knees or the lap. And then when you're ready, just allow the eyes to close. And with the eyes closed, just start by taking a quick scan from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. And just see if you can release any unnecessary gripping or tension. Just allowing the physical body to soften. Allowing yourself just to arrive into this space. And then from here, just take a moment to check in with yourself. Ask yourself the question, how do I feel? How do I feel? Whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally. There's no right or wrong. Just check in, observe where you're at. And just meet this you that's here right now. Meet that with compassion. Knowing it's okay to feel how you're feeling. And you're right where you're supposed to be. And then let's here just begin to connect with the breath. Beginning to take your unconscious breath into more of a conscious breath. Maybe beginning to feel the breath deepen as you send the inhale down into the belly, into the chest, all the way to the top. And as you're exhaling, just continuing to release any gripping, any tension, anything that you don't need to hold on to. Just take a few rounds of breath here in your own time, with your own breath. And after just a few rounds of breath, you might notice that the mind already begins to wander onto other things. And that's natural, that's okay. Just witness it and then see if you can bring your awareness back to the breath with your next inhale. Let's just take one more round of breath here, inhaling deeply. And exhaling softly. And then just continue to breathe in any way that feels good. You can keep the eyes closed, or if it's more comfortable, choose to open the eyes. And let's just start by dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Just relax the shoulders, feel the stretch through the left side of the neck. And then keeping the spine tall, drop the chin to the chest, just feel the stretch through the back of the neck. And then take the left ear to the left shoulder. Again, keep the shoulders soft, just deep nourishing breaths into that space. Lovely, and then from there in your own time, just begin to take some half neck rolls. So rolling chin to the chest, one ear to one shoulder and then back to the other. And just move nice and slowly or as quickly as feels good, maybe holding any areas of tension or tightness or just that feel particularly good. Lovely, and then when you've had enough of that, just bring the head back to neutral. Let's take a full inhale through the nose. And exhale, just let it go. Lovely, maybe now just opening the eyes if they've been closed. Let's release our arms either side of the hips. On an inhale, circle your arms all the way up to the sky. Interlace your 10 fingers and then just flip your palms to face up. Just take a stretch all through the sides of the rib cage, through the chest. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, release the interlace. Sweep the arms forwards and then take the right elbow on top of the left elbow. Upper arms touching as high as you can. And then find your eagle arms, Guru Dasana. Maybe palms together, maybe backs of the palms. Once you're there, draw the elbows forwards and up, and you want to find a nice openness across the upper back, across the shoulder blades. Take a full inhale here, lift them high. And then exhale, elbows draw towards the knees if you want to, rounding through the upper back. Chin tucks to the chest and just breathe deep breaths into that space you're creating in the back body. Lovely, and then on your next inhale, rise all the way back up, elbows come towards the sky. And then exhale, just unravel the arms, release the arms next to your hips. Lovely, on an inhale, circle the arms up, maybe lift the gaze, full body stretch. Exhale, this time circle the arms forwards, left elbow is going to come on top of the right elbow. Again, finding your eagle arms, palms or backs of the palms together. On an inhale, draw the elbows forwards and up, feel that openness. And then stay there, or exhale, bring the elbows down towards the knees, chin to the chest as you round through the upper back. And again, just deep breaths, breathing into that space. Lovely, and then on your next inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, unravel the arms, release your arms next to your hips. Lovely, from there, just take an inhale, draw the shoulders to the ears. And then exhale, draw them down and back. Really nice. Let's bring our hands forwards, come forwards into tabletop position. Remove your block if it's in your way. And just bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees underneath the hips, spreading and pressing through each and every fingertip. Nice and simple to start with. On an inhale, drop your belly, raise the gaze, find a nice cow pose opening through the front body. And then exhale to round the upper back, draw the chin to the chest. Again, like that, inhale, drop the belly, raise the gaze. Exhale to round the upper back, chin to chest. One more time, inhale to drop the belly, raise the gaze. And then exhale to round the upper back, chin to chest. Lovely. On an inhale, bring it back to a neutral position. Exhale, tuck your toes under. We're going to lift straight up and back into a downward facing dog. Now, once you're here, just begin to move around. So downward dog's a great place just to stretch everything out. So let it be dynamic, let it be animalistic, just moving in any way that feels right for you right now. Lovely. And then when you're ready, find stillness, relax the ankles, draw the tailbone up as you draw the chest towards the thighs. From here, let's take an inhale, roll forwards, find a high plank position, bring the shoulders above the wrists. And then as you exhale, just lift your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. We'll repeat this twice more. So on an inhale, roll forwards, try to make the movement big and bold. And then exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, ripple forwards, find that plank pose, shoulders draw forwards. And then exhale, wave it all the way back into your downward facing. Lovely. Take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Take a nice bend into the knees. And just begin to walk your hands all the way towards the feet at the back of the mat. Have a generous bend in the knees. Drape the chest onto the thighs and just let the head and the neck be heavy. Option to have that arms dangling. Otherwise, hold opposite elbows. And just enjoy a little sway here from side to side. Just a nice simple ragdoll position. Perfect. And then come back to center and stillness if you found movement. Release the arms to the floor, tuck the chin to the chest, bend the knees, and just begin to roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up the spine. Just letting the head, letting the neck be the last thing to unravel. Once you get to the top, just stand nice and tall, press down through the big toes. On an inhale, reach your arms forwards and up to the sky. As you exhale, soft forward fold, bend the knees, hands down, heads to knees. On an inhale, bring your hands to your shins, look forward slightly, lengthen the back. And then exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, circle the arms to standing this time, arms reach all the way up, left, press down through the feet. And then exhale, soft fold all the way back down, hands down, head in. Inhale to halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, flat back. And then this time exhale, hands to the floor, walk the hands all the way to the top of the mat, coming into your high plank. Hold high plank as you press the floor away on an inhale. And then exhale, drop your knees, lower yourself slowly all the way down to the belly. Untuck your toes, engage through your thighs, engage through your glutes. On an inhale, press through the hands, rise to cobra. Little bend in the elbows as you draw the chest forwards. Exhale, just slowly release back down. Again, like that, inhale, rise to cobra, maybe a little higher, just go to where feels right. Exhale, slowly release back down. One more time, inhale, rise to cobra, lift everything up. And then exhale, slowly release back down. On an inhale, tuck your toes under. And then exhale, press up into tabletop. Push your bum to your heels, come into an active extended child's pose. Walk the fingers forwards, press the chest down, feel the stretch through the armpits. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Lovely. On an inhale, look forwards, rise to tabletop. And then exhale, lift your hips up and back. Come into downward facing dog. From down dog, look between the thumbs, and this time walk the feet forwards towards the top of the mat. Feet together or feet apart, bend the knees, let the head be heavy. And then same as before, just begin to roll all the way up the spine, just letting the head, letting the neck come last. Lovely, let's find our mountain pose, stand tall through the spine, little tuck of the tailbone, a little engagement through the belly. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Lovely. On your next inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, thighs or floor. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot to the back of the mat, come into a runner's lunge. Bring the right knee, so it's kind of above the right ankle. Pop up onto your fingertips, or you can always use blocks underneath your hands here. Draw the chest and hips forwards, and then just a moment just to rock forwards and backwards. So if you've been to my classes before, you know I like to do this one. It really just gets into the hip flexor, gets into the back hamstring as well. Lovely, and then find stillness. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, draw the chest forwards, hands to the knee or arms up to the sky, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Open up across the chest, engage through the bum. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Lovely, take another breath in, reach up. And then exhale, place the hands down, just step it back into downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe, otherwise inhale, roll forwards, come to plank pose. Exhale all the way to the belly, you can drop the knees. Inhale for cobra, lift up nice and gentle as you unravel through the spine. And then exhale, tuck your toes, lift up into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a slow breath out. On an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step the right foot between the thumbs. So however you need to get there, you can drop the left knee, you can step it right forward. You might use your right hands to take it where you need it to go. Just get it there. Again, fingertips or blocks. This time, keep the back knee lifted. Place the left hand flat to the block or the floor. And then inhale the right arm up to the sky. Twisting towards the right thigh, drawing the right hip back. Take a full inhale here. And then on an exhale, circle the right arm forwards and down towards the floor, taking some arm circles. On an inhale, sweep the right arm up and back behind you to the sky. And then exhale, forwards, down and around. One more time, inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, this time right hand comes down, frame the right foot. Inhale, lift the chest, look forwards. Exhale, step the left foot forwards, find your forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up to standing, lift up. And then exhale, bring your hands together into heart. Lovely, same thing, this time second side. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knee. Inhale to flat back, hands to thighs or shins or floor. Exhale, hands down. This time the right foot steps to the back of the mat into that runner's lunge. Hands on blocks or fingertips, chest and hips forwards. And then use your right toes again just to rock forwards and backwards. Noticing how this right hip flexor feels, maybe a little bit different towards the left. Perfect, and then let's find stillness. Drop the right knee down. You can stay there, otherwise on an inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Otherwise, send your arms to the sky and find your variation of your lunge. Keep the lower back long by just slightly tilting the tailbone forwards. Take one deep inhale here. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Step it all the way back into downward facing dog. Again, stay here and breathe. Otherwise, on an inhale, roll forwards, find that plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly, knees up or down. Inhale for a soft cobra, engaged through the lower body. And then exhale, tuck your toes into downward facing dog. Press through the fingertips, take a full inhale. And exhale. Lovely. On your next inhale, look forwards. Left foot's coming forward, so remember you can drop the right knee. Use your left hands to take it there if you need to. Once you're there, lift the right knee up, tuck the right toes under. Right hand's going to come flat to the floor or a block. Inhale the left arm up to the sky, twisting open towards the left. Think about drawing the left hip back. Take a full inhale. And then arm circles again. Exhale, we'll sweep the left arm forwards, down and around. Let the movement be really big and bold. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, down and around. One more time, inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, down and around. This time, frame the left foot. Inhale, pull the chest forwards, look forwards. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, nose to knee. Inhale, circle the arms to standing, lift up, reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart, close the eyes, take a moment here. Just take a full breath in. And let it go through the mouth. Just notice any changes so far. Notice how you're feeling. Just taking a moment to check back in. And whenever you're ready, just let the eyes flicker open. Release your arms next to your hips. From here, take a nice wide step out to the left. Turn 10 toes to face the long edge of the mat and just bring your hips so they're nice and neutral. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take an inhale, lift up, open up across the heart. And as you exhale, lead with the chest and then the chin as you forward fold. Hands can be to the floor or blocks. Let the head release, let the back of the neck be heavy. And just feel this stretch here through the hamstrings, through the backs of the legs. Couple of breaths, just relaxing with each exhale into it a little bit more. Lovely. And then on an inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, look to the left. Turn your left toes forward so you're facing the back of the mat. Bend the left knee and then walk the hands to the inside edge of the left foot. Lift the right heel up, walk the left foot over to the left, and then go ahead and drop the right knee down. Now maybe here you have your left heel on the mat, the left toes off the mat, so the toes are at about a 45-degree angle. Chest draws forwards. Option 1, stay here. Option 2 is take your brick, place your right elbow onto the brick. Option 3, left elbow onto a brick as well. Or option 4, you can do it without the bricks. Maybe bring one elbow down, maybe bring 2. Maybe do none of that and just stay upright, but just let the head hang and just take a couple of breaths into that hip. Really deep hip stretch, this one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. From there, let's inhale, come back up onto the palms if you're not there. Lift the right knee. Begin to walk your hands all the way back to the center of the mat. Turn 10 toes to the long edge of the mat. This time, find a flat back position, so you're lengthening through the spine. Hands can stay on the blocks. Keep the left hand where it is, and then on an inhale, send the right arm to the sky, opening up towards the right. Draw the right hip slightly back. Keep thinking crown of the head forward, so you're lengthening through the spine as you twist. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, right hands to the mat. Switching sides, inhale, left arm to the sky. Again, really opening through that left shoulder. Take an in-breath. And then exhale, both hands back down. Look to your right toes turn forwards, and then bend the right knee as you walk your hands to the inside edge of the right foot. Lift the left heel up, walk the right foot over to the right. Right heel on the mat, right toes off the mat, and then drop the left knee down. Again, hips forwards, chest forwards as you breathe in. And then stay there or come into your variation of your lizard lunge. So that 1 elbow, 2 elbows, blocks, no blocks, whatever works for you. Just let the head be heavy and just let the breath be your focus here. Just a couple of rounds of inhales and exhales. Lovely, and then slowly come back up onto the palms if you're not. Keep the left knee down this time, and then just extend the hips backwards and then take the right knee back to meet the left knee. Give the hips a little wiggle, little shimmy from side to side, just release that from the outer glutes. Lovely, and then come to seated, so scoot your legs around or however you want to get there, just come to sit onto your sit bones. And then from there, just place your right ankle in front of your left ankle. So you're in Sukhasana, your easy pose. Take your fingertips forwards. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. And then as you exhale, just begin to softly forward fold. So we're aiming here to open up through that right outer hip, the right glute. Again, let the head be heavy. Maybe stay in stillness, maybe sway a little bit side to side. Lovely, and then slowly lift all the way back up to center. Take your hands behind you, lean back and just switch the leg. So this time left ankle comes in front of the right ankle. Fingers come in front of you, inhale, chest forwards. And then exhale, fold forwards, however that means for you. You don't have to fold at all, that's fine. Just work with where you're at. And then again, maybe find that little sway or find stillness. Lovely, and then slowly walk the hands all the way back up. Just release the legs out long in front of you. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Beautiful. And then come into a comfortable seat. That might mean keeping the legs out long. That might mean just crossing the ankles again. It might mean kneeling on your block or bolster. Just find a comfortable seat. Place the hands onto the knees. Grow nice and tall through the spine. Take an inhale. Circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, easy twist to the right, left hand onto the knee, right hand behind you, and just use your hand to guide your chest around. Just take a full breath in here and a full breath out. Lovely. And then come back to center. Inhale, arms to the sky. And then exhale, twist to the left. Again, use your hands maybe to lightly draw your chest around. Just one full in breath. And out breath. And then come back to center. Inhale, send both arms to the sky. And then exhale, release the hands to your knees or your lap. Close the eyes and just find a moment to be still. Let's just take a deep breath in. And a sigh through the mouth. Just take a moment here to now check in with how you're feeling. After our movement, after your practice. Maybe there's some changes, maybe there's not, and that's okay. But just be aware. And as you leave your practice, as you leave the mat, keep checking in. How do I feel? What do I need? What can I do today to nurture myself? Bring your hands together into heart center. Bow the forehead, thanking yourself for this time. Taking these questions with you. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you next week for a brand new video. I hope you have a lovely weekend.